Hey, my wonderful, wonderful, beautiful people, a pleasant afternoon to you. Now, beautiful people, if you recall, for those who may have watched my video, my post on my first take of the Honorable Fayval Williams' speech, it was almost a 3-hour long speech. So naturally, beautiful people, I may not remember everything, but I don't think what I'm hearing through the grapevine is something that she mentioned in the budgetary speech. I think this was an interview that was had with Deon Jackson Miller, because somebody literally played a clipping for me on a live and I was listening to it. I mean see, but you hear the voice, you hear the talking. And beautiful people, I was listening to Deon saying, but Minister, $2,000 a month, saving $2,000 per month to buy the Probox in 3 years. Now, $2,000 over any given year would be what? $24,000? 24,000 times 3. I'm not a mathematician, but I think I'll be able to get this one. Would be $72,000. That sounds like a down payment on a sort of a high-end vehicle. When I say high-end, fairly relatively high-end. Maybe not like the Audis or the BMWs and so on. Motor vehicle. So what I'm going to give Minister Fayval Williams the benefit of the doubt. I think she meant $20,000 per month. I think it must have been an error, because sometimes you can be talking and you're not realizing what you're saying. Maybe she's thinking $2,000 US. Maybe she's thinking that, but that would be, that would far exceed. You would more than can buy the Probox in that 3-year time period. But I'm thinking, while she's saying the numbers 2,000, that she really meant 20,000, because guys, that is so puerile and ridiculous. I'm honestly going to give Minister Fayval Williams the benefit of the doubt. And it doesn't matter who actually went up there and said it. I'm going to say the person really meant it, because obviously the person could not mean that after 3 years you'd be saving less than $100,000 to purchase a motor vehicle. Even if it was a Suzuki Swift, the little cars, or one of those small vehicles, there's no way. So guys, I'm honestly believing she meant $20,000. What say you? She couldn't know. Come on, guys. I think we have to lift our thinking a little bit, because she may be talking and not realizing that she's saying 2. And even if Deon Jackson Miller, as I said, I only got a little of the clipping. Maybe Deon Jackson Miller is saying 2 and she's not picking it up. It's not registering. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. I remember I was telling somebody I was a part of something. I was a president of a particular club, and the person was mentioning a name, and I'm saying yes, and the person is saying it, and I'm saying yes. It was, and the person decided to probe a different way. So they say, all right, let me take the question in a little differently. They said, you were the president of a particular youth club, and I said, yeah, man. And they said, so it's a youth. I said yes, not the other thing. I said, oh my God, it would not register. It did not register to me, because my brain was focusing on president and it was linked to the particular thing that the person was calling, not realizing what they were really asking. It was until they deduced it further, broke it down, and was very specific and really highlighted the specificity of it. Then is when I realized. So I'm using that example to say maybe a similar thing is happening to her, as an older woman and so on. Sometimes the brain will just not be processing. So you're asking, and it's like the person isn't focusing, It's like they're not, it's like it's not registering. Maybe if Deon had said 2,000 or is 20. Sometimes you have to kind of put it to them and they say 20, not 2. Because it may not. Because, no, guys, no. As a Minister of Finance and understanding budget, there's no way anybody would just really mean for any Jamaican person to save 2,000 Jamaican dollars and in 3 years raise $72,000, less than $100,000 to try and purchase a motor vehicle. It doesn't matter if it's a Probox. the Probox, I'm not even sure the cost of it. I'm assuming it's over $1 million and something. That wouldn't make any sense. That would not make any sense, guys. I really think she meant 20,000. I don't know. What say you? Guys, you know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lions, please.